Welcome to my Cryptid iceberg. I know I said I was going to do a conspiracy one, but I feel like it's going to take way too long, and especially for just starting off with stuff like this, I think I should just go for something a little bit more easy. So, welcome to my Cryptid iceberg. Now, we are starting off with Tier 1, obviously, because, Tier 1, the first one. These are pretty well-known cryptids, which I feel like if you didn't know these ones, I'd be kind of surprised. So, let's get started. Bigfoot. Bigfoot, also known as a Sasquatch, is usually described as a tall, hairy, humanoid ape-like creature first seen in Bluff Creek, California. The first and most popular sighting of Bigfoot was seen in the documentary Patterson-Gimlin film in 1967 by Roger Patterson and Robert Gimlin. In the film, it depicted a tall, hairy creature walking across a river. Many people think that Bigfoot was just recently discovered. Many people are wrong. In Native American rock art and medieval folklore, it depicts wild, hairy men or hairy humanoids. So that may mean that Bigfoot has been around longer than we think. The Loch Ness Monster. The Loch Ness Monster, also known as Nessie, is described as a plesiosaur, an aquatic dinosaur, with a long neck, a small head, flippers, and a hump that just breaks the water's surface. The photographic sighting was on November 12, 1933, by a man named Hugh Gray. He saw an odd occurrence in the water and took a photo of it. Since it was only 1933, it wasn't a very good photo. All the photo could catch is a blurry hump rising over the water. The first known occurrence was in 565 AD, when the first written account of a water beast was recorded on an ancient manuscript by an Irish monk. Mothman. The Mothman is described as a 7-foot humanoid creature with giant wings, glowing red eyes, and a dark bird-like features. The first known sighting was on November 12, 1966, in Clendenin, West Virginia. A group of 5 gravediggers working in a cemetery near Elk River looked up and spotted a large brown human-like figure with wings gliding from the trees and soaring overhead. 3 days later, 2 married couples were driving near an abandoned WW2 TNT plant in West Virginia when they spotted a large gray man-sized creature with glowing red eyes standing by the road. Mothman is also known for being spotted right before something tragic happens at the Silver Bridge falling in December 15, 1967, over the Ohio River, connecting Point Pleasant, West Virginia, and Cagnosia, Ohio. I definitely butchered that. The Kraken. The Kraken is described as a colossal tentacled octopus ranging around 300 feet tall. The first mention of the Kraken was in 1180, originating from Norwegian folklore. In 1180, the Norwegian folklore and ancient sagas, when King Sverre of Norway, who described it as a colossal island-sized sea monster swimming in the waters between Norway, Iceland, and Greenland. The Kraken has appeared in many different folklores and mythologies describing the same thing by sailors. This could mean that the Kraken was really real and would take down unlucky sailors. The Yeti. The Yeti, also known as the Abominable Snowman, is described as a massive, bipedal, ape-like being. Some say the Yeti and the Bigfoot are the same. To be fair, they are both ape-like beings, but the Yeti is known to be found in the Himalayan mountains. The first Yeti sighting dates back to 1832 by B.H. Hodgson, documented a tall bipedal creature covered in long dark hair in northern Nepal. The Thylacine. The Thylacine, also known as the Tasmanian tiger or Tasmanian wolf. The Thylacine is described as a cross between a medium to large dog, a kangaroo, and a tiger. It was actually alive until the last one died in captivity on September 7, 1936. The Thylacine was one of the only cryptids that were proven correct. The Skunk Ape. The skunk ape is a hairy humanoid creature around 6 to 7 feet tall, shut up, and weighing anywhere from 300 to 450 pounds, often dubbed Florida's version of Bigfoot. The first recording of the skunk ape aired all the way back to 1818 near Apalachicola, Florida, and the newspaper stated someone seeing a man-sized monkey stalking the fishermen. The biggest thing the skunk ape is known for is the area having a putrid skunk-like odor when he is near. Champy. Champy, Just like Nessie is a plesiosaur lake-like monster with a small head, a long neck, and flippers, rumored to inhabit the 125-mile-long Lake Champlain. The first recorded sighting of Champy was on July 22, 1819, when a boat captain named Captain Crumb reported seeing a 187-foot serpent creature with a horse-like head emerge from Bulwaga Bay near Port Henry, New York. He described it as having 3 teeth, eyes like peeled onions, and a belt of red around its neck. The Chupacabra. The Chupacabra literally translates to goatsucker, is a hairless, mangy, canine bipedal alien-like beast from Puerto Rico. The first reported sighting of the Chupacabra was in Puerto Rico, 1995, when a woman named Madeline Tolentino from the town Canovanas described a grotesque bipedal creature that was eventually blamed for the deaths of thousands of livestock and pets that have been found mysteriously drained of blood. Maybe the Chupacabra is really just a vampire dog, but who knows?
The Jackalope. The jackalope is a mythical creature of North America folklore, typically described as a jackrabbit equipped with antlers from a small deer. The first sighting of the jackalope was in 1829 when Roy Ball, who have claimed to encounter and caught a strange horn hybrid in Wyoming. In 1932, taxidermist Douglas Herrick returned home from a hunt, placed a dead jackrabbit on the floor, and slid it near a pair of deer antlers. Amused how they fit, he mounted antlers onto the rabbit's head and began creating and selling these mounted heads, turning their hometown into the jackalope capital of the world. The jackalope is also a mascot for the famous Lunchables. The Jersey Devil. The Jersey Devil, originating in the New Jersey Pine Barrens, is most commonly described as a hybrid creature with a horse or goat-like head, leathery bat-like wings, horns, small clawed arms, legs with cloven hooves, and a long forked reptilian tail. The story of the Jersey Devil is kinda sad. Mother Leeds, who allegedly cursed her 13th pregnancy in 1735, causing the baby to be born as a winged, horned monster. The Dogman is often described as a 7-foot-tall, bipedal, canine-like creature with a torso of a man, piercing blue or amber eyes, and a terrifying human-like scream. The first known sighting of the Dogman was in 1887, Wexford County, Michigan, when 2 local lumberjacks reported encountering a bipedal creature that featured the body of a man and the head of a dog. Sea serpents. Sea serpents are usually described as a lizard-like creature ranging from 60 to 100 feet. They are traditionally characterized by a long undulating body, multiple humps breaking the water, and the occasionally horse-like head or mane. The sea serpent has been featured in many folklores and mythologies. One of the most famous mythological accounts would be the Norse mythology, Jormungandr. Son of Loki, this colossal serpent grew so large it encircled the entire world. It is prophesied to clash with the thunder god Thor during Ragnarok. The Fiji Mermaid. The Fiji Mermaid is a debunked mermaid that was famous in the 19th century slideshow exhibit. Rather than a beautiful siren, it was a grotesque, mummified hoax consisting of the head and torso of a juvenile monkey sewn to a tail of a large fish, covered in papier-mâché and animal hair. The concept originated in Japan, where fishermen and taxidermists created a similar mermaid species to sell to tourists or to use in a folklore exhibit. That was Tier 1 of my Cryptid iceberg. I hope you stay in tune so you can watch the next tier and everything after that.